Hey guys! This is Cartoon Recapped. Today, we'll show you a 2010 family adventure cartoon called Lego, The Adventures of Clutch Powers. Be aware of heavy spoilers. Sit back and enjoy the show. The film opens with the titular Clutch Powers tumbling underground in search of a crystal. The process wakes up the Crystal King, who chases Clutch to an underground base. Clutch finds a baby rock monster, which he realizes is the Crystal King's child. Clutch gives it to him and the Crystal King gives him a crystal as a reward. Clutch returns to his base in Lego City and gives the crystal to his boss, Geld Playwell, who assigns him some new teammates, Brick Masterson, a firefighter, Peg Mooring, a biologist, and Bernie Von Beam, an engineer. Playwell informs them of an incident on the Space Police prison planet. Clutch and his team arrive on the planet and investigate the situation, despite their lack of cooperation and Clutch's intent of working alone. After seeing that someone is stuck in one of the prisoners' cells, they are attacked by an unseen wizard, who disappears with the other two criminals. Clutch and his teammates free the Watch Commander, who states that he removed the spark plugs of all ships to ensure that the criminals will never escape from the planet. The criminals take the team's ship and destroy the other ships. The team shows their lack of cooperation when they attempt to create a ship, and Clutch decides to build the ship for the team alone after declaring that a team arguing with each other while being ordered to do their tasks is why he always works alone. During a video call on the trip back, Clutch claims responsibility for the team's failure. He was distracted by the symbol on the Watch Commander's prison pod, which referred to Omega, one of the two criminals led in the prison escape by the wizard. Playwell informs the team that the wizard is Malik the Malign, infamous for terrorizing a medieval planet named Ashlar. The planet's ruler, the late King Revet, sacrificed his own life to ensure his kingdom's safety and Malik's previous imprisonment. He left his son Prince Baron with his golden sword to rule, despite Prince Baron's incapability of preparing in battle. Playwell orders Clutch and the team to travel there to capture Malik. The team manages to get to Ashlar, but their ship accidentally knocks down Legohenge, a spoof of Stonehenge. They take refuge in an abandoned medieval mine, but not after witnessing a group of armed skeletons marching down the forest, realizing that Malik has gained a stranglehold of Ashlar around his fortress with a joint skeleton army acting as his own forces. As Peg, Brick, and Bernie build a battle chariot, Clutch leaves to get Prince Baron to convince him to fight against Malik. In the fortress, Malik learns of the team's presence and orders his two skeleton cronies, Skelly and Bones, to go after Clutch so they can find the prince and the golden sword to finalize his takeover of Ashlar. Back in the forest, Clutch ends up at a bridge, but a troll named Hogar refuses to let him across until Clutch answers 3 riddles. Skelly and Bones catch up with Clutch after a failed attempt to trap him, demanding Hogar to surrender Clutch to them. Hogar attempts to fight off the skeletons by hypnotizing them, but they don't fall for it, prompting an annoyed Hogar to swallow Clutch. He hits the skeletons with his club, runs to a secret doorway, spits Clutch out on the other side of the wall, and shows him the way to the castle of Prince Baron, telling him about the history of his father and the golden sword. Hogar also tells Clutch that he was the only troll on the kingdom's team and that he was assigned to protect Baron. Back at the medieval camp, Bernie is revealed to be in love with Peg, who leaves to look for an animal that made mysterious tracks, but instead encounters and befriends a dragon. Back at the castle, Clutch finds Prince Baron, but Baron fails and gets furious at Clutch. Clutch tells him that he was trying to help him defeat the wizard's forces, but Baron rejects him, confessing that he's no match for Malik. Fed up, Clutch goes back to the camp and sees that a dwarf will help them. Eventually, Prince Baron, Hogar, and their knights decide to help Clutch and his team in their battle against Malik. Baron and Clutch sneak into Malik's castle by disguising Peg as Baron, but Malik traps them in a bone cage above a lava lake while the skeleton army forces the knights to retreat. Brick, Peg, Hogar, and Bernie crash their chariot into a ditch. With no choice, Hogar brings the golden sword's chest to Malik, only to find that it's empty. Baron and Clutch send a message to the team. Bernie gains hope and they rebuild their broken chariot. They reunite with the knights and attack the skeleton army. Back in the castle, Peg summons the same dragon she encountered and tells it to destroy the cage, freeing Clutch and Varen, who retrieve the golden sword that Varen dropped earlier. After much convincing from Clutch, Varen decides to face his fear of Malik to ensure his kingdom's safety. Around the same time, Malik attempts to trick Clutch into giving the sword to him by promising to lead him to his father, but Clutch refuses, saying that I already found him. As Clutch watches Varen use the golden sword to fight against Malik, Brick uses a jetpack to land on Malik's fortress, where he fights Skelly and Bones. Bernie helps Brick by throwing a gear at the skeletons. Back inside the fortress, Malik taunts Varen for retaining his title as Prince of Ashlar as he uses his staff to attack Varen. Varen takes enough power from Malik's staff into his sword, allowing the sword to unleash its full power. Varen uses the sword to trap Malik with a glowing chain, declaring Malik under arrest and himself the new king of Ashlar. Following Malik's defeat, Hogar is freed from his restraints and the skeleton army dissolves into smoke, leaving Clutch's team and the knights to celebrate their victory. Varen is then officially declared the new king, and when Clutch and his team transport Malik back to Lego City, Varen thanks him for being loyal and for being part of the team. The team then returns to Lego City, allowing the authorities to send the imprisoned Malik back to the prison planet. Congratulating the team for their efforts, Playwell tells them that Omega is still on the loose. Encouraged with a newfound belief in teamwork, the team head onward to a new adventure to capture the criminal. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.